It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word.
We on a mission and that's bringing y'all the truth. You know the problem, but we get into the root. The devil watching, yeah, he always on pursuit. But Jesus is our rock, so we shall not be moved. We on a winning team, so we can't lose. We say facts, cause we hitting y'all with proof. Started from the bottom, now we standing on the roof. As God as our witness, we gon' make it to the moon. When you want the truth, the world be hiding it. This the real word, we providing it. We got Acee, BK, Truth, Rick Star, and we plan to make a movie like it's Pixar. We came a long way from the plantation. We just tryna save your souls from damnation. So if you down with the message, tune in every week. It will lead you to the message that you seek.
It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word.
Welcome to the real word.
We going viral.
Season 5, episode 5. Shout out to everybody that's been watching. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting. Shout out to everybody that's just been supporting the movement thus far. Shout out to everybody that's subscribed to our YouTube. That's the Real Word TV. One word on YouTube, the Real Word TV. Check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Souncloud at the Real Word Podcast. That's the Real Word Podcast.
Yes.
We also have our official website, www.therealwordministriesinc.org. That's the therealwordministriesinc.org.
And to the bottom where it's gonna pop up.
And at the Real Word 7 on Facebook. That's the Real Word, the number 7 on Facebook. Shout out to my co-host that's always here with me. What up, guys?
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
The regulars. This is Brooklyn Kimmel Hall. Yes, sir. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Yeah. So, it ain't no surprise. Everybody is going crazy in New York and
Yo, bro, you was sniffing a little too long. You good now? You had 2 weeks where you was like sick. We was worried.
I don't know, but if I did have that corona, I made it. So,
we made it.
hopefully you can't catch that shit twice.
Nah, most sickness after your body get used to it, they say, as the nurses say, your body don't get caught again.
Ain't corona no more, it's just a flu.
You gotta mess up one time, that's it.
That corona's down Heineken.
Yep.
I do.
I feel bad for the corona brand though.
I really haven't had a corona ever since this thing started.
I know they stopped bumping one time.
I had a Guinness the other day, bro. A Guinness.
Yes, I remember, man.
I was like, sheesh.
So what's the topic today, man?
Corona.
I got a funny one if y'all want to hear.
What's
you got?
Has a girl ever asked y'all to moan more during intercourse?
Wow. I'll let you answer that one. Sounds like a light-skinned question.
I mean, well, we're not about to express those personal topics.
I mean, what I've been told is that like I don't make no noise. Like I just be focused.
It's a silent kill. That's what I be saying. Like
to me, it's like I'm focused on what I'm doing, bro. Like, I'm focused on what I'm doing.
Starts working hard.
Nah, I'm not really a moaner though.
I don't think any man should be. Like it don't make sense.
Oh no, you could be if it's really good though.
I mean, you probably moan upon climax. That's probably about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you ain't gonna be moaning the whole way.
Yeah, you just gonna be like, and you like, get off me.
That's a major factor in there right there. I need some space. Hold on.
But I don't think she even gonna like that either. Like,
She's like, oh, this guy.
I had to make sure, man. I had
you
to
doing
make
more
sure.
than me.
Yeah.
I was told that this question isn't really asked to guys, so.
Yeah, that was a little spicy one. I don't know. I mean,
you gotta spice it up.
I've been asked why I'm so quiet, but I'm focused on what I'm doing.
This is a business.
I'm just focused on what it is I'm
I gotta
doing.
get the mission done.
Yeah, I was never really like a moaner, like, that's not me.
So what is the first mission though? This is a trick question.
The first mission is to make it come before you.
Yeah. That's
just making sure, man. We all on the
That's
same page.
Everything else is extra.
That's the real word right there. That's the real word right there. You gotta make sure she go first.
Yeah, everything else is just extra credit.
You know, extra rounds, all of that.
Don't be a minute man either, but
Facts, because, you know, the head turn is gonna be like, so you back.
when you don't get no text, you know exactly why.
What's the topic, man?
Seriously, this Corona thing, I feel like it's getting out of hand. I feel like they recently shut down churches.
Yeah.
It was like, first they said that no gathering over 500, then no gathering over 200, then no gathering over 100, now then no gathering over 50 people.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's getting a little ridiculous. Now they're going to shut down restaurants, no dining restaurants,
Yeah.
bars, nightclubs.
Even delivery, I think they said they cutting out. They don't even want
Delivery
They
too?
don't even
Oh,
want them delivering.
Wow.
that's cold. Like, how we getting our packages now?
I feel like this thing is getting out of hand, and they saying up until April or further notice. So it's like they hang you.
Kids are out till April 20th,
Yeah, man.
20th or 21st.
So what does that mean? Kids are getting left back?
No,
I don't think we get left back, but like,
I know there's gonna be a delay.
yeah, the one thing I gotta say is like, it really is like a trigger point though, because now all of a sudden people wanna, like, I go to the stores and like you will look for hand sanitizer and stuff, and all the employees will tell you,
Explain toilet paper.
I don't
Why are everyone in the world, the toilet paper is out? How?
toilet paper's out?
Nah, I mean,
I didn't read that.
yesterday I went to Dollar Tree. I picked up a 4-pack. It was the last one on the shelf. I picked it up and I was like, all right.
Toilet paper.
Because
That's crazy.
in my mind, I'm like, everybody's getting toilet paper. I don't want to be the only one without toilet paper. But they're saying that it's a shortage of toilet paper only because people have been hoarding the toilet paper. Like, people stockpiling toilet paper in their crib.
Wow.
But I'm like, if you run out of toilet paper, just take a shower. Like,
For real.
just wash your
Well, you
butt.
know, somebody was telling me something today in the gym. They was like, you know, people are acting like this is new news. Wash your hands, everybody. Wash your
Yeah,
hands.
like that's one thing. That's what I gotta say. Is like now people want to wash their hands and take care of
What
themselves.
were y'all doing?
Before that,
Nah, there's other races that don't really wash their hands, and
But
that
now
don't
they
take
wash
showers
their
for days.
hands.
Now they have to, because some of them be coughing in their hands, sneezing in their hands, then wiping on their shirt, then shaking.
can't
hands.
The extra jolly people. You know?
Yeah, then
Yep.
shaking
They're
hands.
too
like,
touchy.
and then when they have that sour smell,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you
So
can
the
smell it on them.
investigator, you're like,
It's
Nah,
so crazy.
like,
speak
Like
a lot about
they-
your character.
their whole body be smelling sour. It smell like wet dog sometimes. Like,
Yeah.
I smelled those type of people.
yeah, it's like they haven't taken showers in a few days.
And some of them, I feel like they're so comfortable in their own stink. Like,
Yeah.
they're really
I
good.
mean, when you stink for a while, it
you're
doesn't
immune
really
to
smell.
I can't believe it. There
It
ain't
don't
no
smell
way.
to you, trust me.
There ain't no way.
You just smell yourself.
That's like a whole nother level of stink, though. Like, that's. Jeez.
Been doing it for man long.
You're okay.
You're muted.
Yeah,
Your nose senses don't even work no more. You just walking around.
Oh, you can't even sneeze out here no more, bro. You sneeze, they be like, oh, move away from me.
You sneeze, you cough.
You got corona.
I feel like running a prank through the train station, just like.
Oh, you don't want to do that, bro. You
They'll get me.
the whole crowd will move.
I'll probably be arrested by the end of the time. Guys sneezing
A
through the
few
tracks.
people did it though. A few people
The
did
pranks?
it. Yeah, as a prank.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't work out too good for him, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I had a feeling, you know, it could just one person would get too scared.
Nah, bro, it's crazy, man. I don't know why people it took people.
So we got about
Coronavirus.
2 weeks off, everybody. What y'all doing for vacation, man? Flights is cheap. We flying.
I still got work. I go to work.
I just gotta go to work too,
We
bro.
got about 2 weeks off of real stress. I mean,
Real stress.
Yeah.
Oh, they dropped your job too,
right now I'm on break, so I'm good.
right? You sure you on break, bro? You might be on break for like 2 months, 3 months until the
Nah,
NBA
like-
come back on.
That's
Nah,
the thing.
not
Like,
that long.
they don't tell you when everything is gonna get back to normal. I think that's the scariest part about the
Yeah.
situation.
They
They
said,
holding you hostage.
I think I saw somewhere on 2 weeks quarantine they're gonna do.
No, they didn't really give a date. Some of these news is fake.
They cut off school till April something. So
Yeah, I got the email just today from my little sister's school.
Yeah.
They giving you packets now.
but my thing
She
is,
didn't get a packet.
wow.
We got a picture.
Wait, you didn't get a packet?
We got a picture of the homework, so
Now we got a packet. They give you that packet option or the online option. I'm taking the packet option because that's way more easier.
Yeah. I think it's an unfortunate situation. I think that somebody should do something about it, but I think, like, in regards to someone doing something, who's gonna do anything about it? I don't know. I feel like it's getting a bit scary only because they're trying to make you live outside of the norm.
Yeah,
they try to put you in a state of panic now.
Yeah, they putting fear in your hearts, and
I've read somewhere on Facebook something about this is trying to kill the believers or something like that.
Yeah, because they shouldn't. In the Bible, bro, our whole lives we've read in the Bible that this day is the day the rapture is gonna come when you gotta take the mark of the beast, the 666, and things are gonna be difficult for Christians, and they're gonna shut down churches and this and that.
This is just the beginning.
Yeah, and you look at this is something small, you understand? Yeah. And look at they all cowering. Like I was talking to somebody today, and I was like, yo, they shut down the churches. It's like, yeah, because the man, the government. I'm like, yo, I thought there was a separation between church and state. I guess not, right? And he said, yeah, but the Bible tells you that, give Caesar what's owed to Caesar and give God what's owed to God. But we just gotta find more creative ways to try to bring the people together to worship. And I'm like, yo, do you think the cops really gonna run up inside of a church? I'm like, oh, there's more than 50 people in there. Get out.
I'm not really gonna do that. It's like they're not hurting people. They're not harming people. So
it's like
look at it.
It's gonna be a bad look for them in the first place.
It's almost like they cowering down to it. They cowering down to the situation. It's almost like they laying down almost.
They have to though. They have to. Their president said so.
You know how the system goes.
Oh, and if you're talking about the church people, I don't think they're all gonna cower. I think they're still gonna go.
No.
I think their faith is gonna make them go.
A lot of people that go to church don't even have that much faith. They just go to church because they just feel like, yo, if I go to church, I'm going to be saved.
Last week Friday I made a post about that. I'm like, yo, like men are scared to go to church because of a man-made disease. Maybe they need to rethink their faith. A lot of people got upset, like, yo, what do you mean? What are you saying that for?
So that was really a believer.
But that's true. That's why I said.
They was like, oh, you talking reckless, and there's a lot of people that follow you. You should be ashamed of yourself. Oh, that's witchcraft that you're doing because you're speaking evil, and that's not of God, and you're gonna kill old ladies and kids, and this and that, and blah blah blah.
When I was 13.
And I was like, wow. I was like, really now? I was like, okay. And then when I posted a picture of all the people that came to my church, not one comment, bro.
Because they're only there for the hate, bro.
But the previous post had like 115 comments, bro. So from 115 to 0.
Yep.
So I'm like, sheesh.
People don't like to hear the truth.
Yeah, they really don't.
And I was like, yo, if y'all feel away, then pull up. But I just y'all to come. I'm like, yo, you already know where I'm going to be at tomorrow, so.
Son had to put the Bible down. I was like, y'all want problems? Pull up.
It's right here.
The word.
You can't beat the truth.
I'll give you the word right now.
I'm like, y'all see the flyer? Y'all don't even dress? And one guy, I'm like, yo, I'll see you tomorrow. He was like, yo, I don't live in the state, bro.
He said, I don't live in the state.
He was like, but I'm open to talk to you over the phone. I'm like, nah, I don't engage in long conversations with men over the phone. So I was like, sorry.
I mean, people like to argue a lot.
What kind of thing is that?
He was like, I don't understand. I said, you will one day. Don't worry.
Keep watching TV. Get
some people I was just trolling though. I was just messing with them. Like
getting them back.
Yeah, some girls got upset. Like some people blocked me. They unfriended me. I'm like, yo, these clowns.
Sensitivity is at all time high.
But it was crazy because it was the religious church people that came at me the most craziest. The people that felt like they somebody in the religious community.
You know, they felt like they hold
because
weight.
Of a title.
Yeah.
They feel like they hold weight.
Yeah, I guess. And some people was trying to, like, I guess, sum me online. And I guess when it didn't work, like, some of them got upset. They're like, oh, he's smart, whatever. But I wasn't. I'm like, some people, I realize some people, when they try to sound smart, they start using big words. And then they start using the Queen's English, kind of. And then it's like they try to speak in a professional manner to act like they mean business, but they still talking foolishness.
A lot of them do that.
Some people try to overtalk you.
Yeah, exactly.
And when you talk too much and you start doing man hand gestures, it's just like, oh, like a liar.
Yeah, dramatic.
Yeah. So like, with me, when a certain person was doing that, I'm like, yo, I'm not about to go and list all the degrees I have and all the titles I got. I'm not gonna do that. It's not about that. I'm talking about one
You
thing.
feeding it to them.
And all of y'all are upset. Like, why are you upset? And if you that upset, then pull up. If you're not gonna pull up, okay, I can't force you to leave your house. I can't force you to come.
Yeah,
So it is.
Let's
Catch
go
me
through the Bible.
outside.
Let's go through the Bible and scripture.
Catch me outside.
Yeah, man. But
We'll see how it goes day by day, though. I have to say, traffic was nice. No kids, no school buses.
yeah, traffic's been nice lately.
Especially on the bus.
Everything is just peaceful, you know. Traveling has been a lot easier.
Yeah.
That's the one positive I take out of it so far.
Yeah, but I don't think it's a good thing though. Like you stopping the kids from education and all.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm homeschooling right now. Homeschooling is.
I mean, homeschool's good though.
It's like first I have to keep myself on schedule.
True.
Then I gotta remember what she was learning, make sure she remembers what she was learning, and it's like a process, you know.
I mean, homeschool is nothing new for me. Like, I mean, I do that all the time with my
Yeah.
sister.
It's like an everyday thing. Kind of becomes a part of the day, walking around like, how you spell this word?
They always tell you like, don't let the school fully teach your kids, cause that'd be the worst thing you can do.
Facts.
But that's a good thing though, because not in regards to the school being the ones that teach your kids. I'm talking about in regards to like homeschooling.
Yeah, that's a beneficial. Like people might not look at it as a good way, but it's a good way. Like get some actual time to interact with your kids, get to know them.
I feel like, you know, a lot of parents probably, I wouldn't say a lot, but you know, there's parents out there that got lazy and used to the school doing it all.
Yeah, but now it's like, here's your opportunity.
Yeah,
to
see what
actually-
your kid is learning.
Yeah, bond with your kids, get to know them, cause like
I can't stay in the crib with my kids for too long. They'll drive me crazy.
Well, you got more than one, so y'all gotta separate it.
and they on kids too.
Bugging out. Especially the baby now that she could talk, bro. And she have a little attitude. I'm like, yo, where's all this coming from?
We know where it's coming from.
Catch
me outside.
How about that?
Nah, I mean, they were talking spicy under those posts, bro. So I'm like, yo, like,
I had to do it. Like, I had to. Like,
if you an SDA person or like a church people, most of the time, it's like I said in the interview, a lot of these people, they probably see me around and they probably know who I am, but I have no idea who they are. Like,
they're watching in the shadows.
yeah, so like sometimes they pop out. Like the guy who interviewed me Friday, like he's like, yo, I've been watching you guys for a while now. I wanted to interview you for my YouTube channel and whatnot. I said, all right, cool. And he was telling, and he's from Queens, and he was telling me how people out in Queens, they be watching, they be talking about it too and whatnot. I said, all right, cool.
Wow.
That's cool. So like these people, they probably seen me before in person or wherever or whatnot. But I probably just dapped them and kept it pushing.
Yeah.
But now you're online talking spicy. Now I'm gonna click on your picture finally and see who you are. So next
Put
time
a
I
face
see you,
to this.
I'm like, yo, what's up?
Yeah, man. Let's talk
You
scripture.
can't be pressing people, man. You gotta leave that to the underworld, man.
The underworld. What are you talking about? You don't think I press people in church? You don't think I press people in committee? I don't press
I'm telling him to have somebody else do it. He's like, nah, I do this myself. Like,
I mean, it is best to do things by yourself. Don't have the next man doing
it
your
could be
job.
efficient. Yeah.
Yeah, so that way you don't owe nobody any favors.
Yeah.
True that. True that.
You can say, put the battery in your back.
Yeah, that's true. You could have some instigators. Talking about instigators. Childhood, we had a lot of those, man.
Yeah.
What's part of the game?
It was.
True that. True that.
You got bully when you was in?
Oh yeah, man. I had to all the time.
Exactly. No more.
I ain't gonna pass it to you if you go through it.
You're not even worthy of touching that piece. Don't even say the word basketball.
The jokes was real, like.
It wasn't too crazy. It was alright.
He was one of the ringleaders at that time, you know.
I mean,
It was fun though. It was fun.
As a kid, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't the nicest kid. I ain't gonna say I was the nicest kid, bro.
Nah, but you had a good heart though. You had a good heart.
What makes you say that?
Cause even though you was bullying, you know, you didn't want to crush nobody, you know. Unless they was fighting back or something, like in the terms of a fight. But yeah, but when it was just jokes, you know, he kept the jokes and he'll be like, oh, that's it? You gonna cry over that? Like,
it's just that with me, when we was younger, it was not that much people that had as much jokes as I did. Like, people used to joke on me too, like, don't get it twisted. But I used to always come back with something else. Like, we used to joke till the sun came down, bro.
That's what I'm like, every play, bro. Every play.
And it was sometimes like people got tight and it was like, you know what? I'm leaving.
It was a term of defense in basketball because when the guy got the ball, he was like, you can't dribble. Like,
yeah, and then when they scored you, I was like, oh nah, you pull.
Then you play even harder, like.
Kimmel was one of the like skinniest kids there. Him and this other kid named Terrell. So we used to call him Baby. And then every time they used to cut him, he used to like he was about to cry, and it was like, yo, baby, you about to cry? You about to cry?
I ain't never cried.
And then he's like, you know what?
I ain't never shed
you
a
look like
tear.
You was close though sometimes.
I ain't never shed a tear, man. I kept playing.
Never shed a tear?
They ain't never catch me until I scraped my knee. That was pretty bad.
Like everybody used to get their butt cut back there. Like
I'm telling you, nobody was safe. It was just
the only one.
You just had to be tough. Like
the only one who I think never really got his butt cut was AJ. I don't think anybody really cut on AJ.
There was a point where y'all was calling us like Gerber babies or something like that.
Girl babies.
That was the one time I remember y'all getting on AJ. It was Gerber babies because we was on the same team. We were shooting. They was like, look at these Gerber babies shooting.
I mean, I can't say I really got bullied when I was young. I can say people tried to, but I was just not the one. It was not gonna work, bro.
It was gonna be problems.
It sounds like a cow.
Cow?
No, it's a chair. We gotta oil that chair still. We gotta lubricate it.
I can't say I got bullied. I can say I got people attempted to bully me, but it ain't worked out in their favor. I
We
can't
was
say
around a lot of older people, man.
Yeah, nah, bro. I remember this. I'll give you this one story. Like, it was this one kid who was in high school, and he just ran up on me, and he just hit me on the back of my head.
I'm gonna put you with the crack.
Yeah, I went down, and like, for him, he was a big dude. He was like, what, 6'3", weighed like 200 something.
Damn.
Oh, damn.
And me, back at the time, I was probably, I'm real, right? But back at the time, I was probably like, what?
10 feet vertical.
I was skinny though.
He was already in the gym
and I tried to fight him back, but I mean, it was too many people there. So like, me and him saw Monday, because I remember it was a Friday, and then Monday we went back to school.
It cools down.
And then you know what I did? I went to his floor, because I was on the fourth. He was on the second.
You was doing push-ups all weekend, man?
Oh, hell no, bro. I just said, yo, when I see him, it's on site. So, like, we went to his floor, look for him, look for revenge. I mean, it ain't really last that long, because, like, you know how fights go. 5 seconds, get your good hits in.
Yeah.
And then after that, break it up, most likely. But like,
yo, the worst part is when no one breaks it up, bro. You be fighting and then after
it's a long fight.
It goes longer. You out of breath.
I understand boxers.
I get my 2, 3, 4 hits in, and everybody say, yeah, he won.
You be like, yo, nobody broke it up yet. Like, damn.
I mean, let's just forbid if the guy just doesn't quit. Like, he just.
Nah, but like, speaking of never quitting though, that one dude, he did respect me though, because he said, yo, nobody ever walked up to me and just try to square up.
I mean, he's
just
6'3", 200 pounds.
And then I told him, I'm like, bro, when I keep saying words like, I don't care what size you are, that don't faze me. It don't faze me. It's not words. Not just for words. But like after that day, he respected my thing though.
Cause you gotta respect it. You gotta respect it standing up.
Cause he ain't think I was gonna come second floor. Cause people was telling him like, yo, he looking for you. He looking for you.
He probably was like, nah.
Nah, him like he short. Why you gonna come after me?
The guy is a 6'3" basketball player. I don't know how you did it, man.
Nah, he not 6'3" basketball.
Oh.
He was built more like. I'm not gonna say
lineman.
Yeah, but he was built more like a lineman. So
okay, so you had speed. I see that.
All you gotta do is just weave, let them get tired, then they get shots.
It's like real boxing right here. That's coaching.
The worst part is when you're in a fight and the person's bigger than you and they grab you by the head.
That's one rule when you fight big people. It's like, don't let them get grabbed. Because once they grab you, it's kind of
even
over.
if you gotta lose your shirt, you gotta sneak through it. Like
unless you know how to grab at as well. Like, one thing I was always good at is headlocks. Like, if I get you in a headlock, it's a wrap for you. I'm choking you out.
Stunner.
Yeah, that's how it was with me. Cause like at first when I first started fighting, like it was headlock. That's the first thing I would push.
Was it you who pedigree somebody in the backyard?
No, I don't think so.
You pedigree somebody?
No, I don't think nobody got pedigree.
I feel like somebody's head was bleeding, man.
Wait,
I'm gonna ask Alan, man.
Wait.
Because that's cement back there. I don't think.
The fact that you allowed a person to pedigree you too?
I don't think that happened, bro.
I feel like I remember something. I think that was in the house.
I don't think there was ever any serious fights inside the house. My mom would never.
Nah, not your house, my house.
So I wasn't there because I don't think I've ever been in your crib.
Yeah, back about it. Yeah, that's why I thought Alan would know. Alan would know. Somebody did get pedigree on the tile floor. Don't be wrestling guys on tiles, man.
Why somebody's having bleeding?
Yeah.
What?
That was young days, junior high days. We ain't wrestle after that again.
Yeah, that wrestling thing back in the days was just crazy.
It used to hurt, man. Getting stunned really hurt. Like,
yeah.
My jaw would be out.
Some kids got hurt. Some kids even died. Off that wrestling stuff. Yeah.
So you actually try to do those moves when they tell you, don't try this at home, kids.
Yeah. There was some guy that did the move on his little sister. Yeah. And then,
Damn.
And then his little sister died?
Yeah, I think so.
Dang. This shit just got dark. We're going to take a moment break. Moment of silence.
That's when he started putting the warning, don't try this at home, or parent description. Parent, what's the word? Parent something.
Advisory or super.
Advisory something. You know the same old message they tell you for when you watch something.
South Park and stuff.
Yeah, the same messages they tell you for South Park, they tell you the same for
The Simpsons might be ended, man.
The Simpsons? Oh nah. Speaking of the Simpsons, they be predicting
Yeah, they predicted this coronavirus thing.
I don't think they predicted it though.
They've been back to back. They got a video of them talking about it. I think they call it some other virus.
Everything something happens is like, they
Simpsons.
did tell us ahead
They
of time.
are. I don't know. I'm starting to wonder.
They predicted the death of Donald Trump too.
Yeah.
They said he would become president, he would die while president. So.
Oh,
and now there's chatter that he might have corona. So.
Corona?
no way. I thought he got tested positive. Good.
If the Simpsons could get one more prediction right, I think a lot of people gonna be like, you know what? Let me start watching the Simpsons more. Let me watch all the episodes back then.
Listen, I knew the Simpsons thing was suspicious when they had the Atlanta Falcons versus the Patriots and had the comeback victory in the show before the comeback happened. Yeah. That's crazy. Like, how do you have the same teams in the Super Bowl?
Oh, you ain't know sports is scripted, bro.
I mean, I've heard that too, but damn, you can't really script everything.
Yeah, not everything.
But everything always have a story on
it. Yeah. They pick who's going to be the star.
So why Atlanta? I didn't even know Atlanta was going that yet.
That's how it be like. Every year, somebody else. But it's like, when you figure,
that's when I started believing in the Simpsons. I ain't gonna hold you.
You believe in the Simpsons?
Yeah.
It take you that long?
I mean, I always liked the show and like what they were saying, you know, the little subliminals or talking about life.
I mean, they tell you that all the time when you watch TV shows and all that.
Yeah.
That's why I tell you.
But some of them don't be so current like South Park and The Simpsons be. And I feel like Family Guy is current too sometimes. So.
Yeah, Family Guy's more up to date.
Yeah, that's why I love using that quote. Just because you got vision, don't mean you can see.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna have to quote that in the video.
Nah, this is the best way you can put the quote. You can put the best quote is like, what's worse than being blind? Having sight but no vision. Cause it's like, what's the difference between you and the blind? Like, you see, you got the eyes open, but like, you can't even see the truth in your face.
Yeah. Now that you say that, y'all gonna laugh at me, but I didn't know blind people was really out there applying for jobs and everything and working.
Yeah, bro, I respect blind people.
Yeah, blind people can work.
I respect the hell out of blind people.
Some of them do. Some of them work, not all of them.
Do they all have to work, or is it like is it a financial thing? Like,
it really depends on you.
Yeah, if you want to work, because technically, if you can't get disability.
Okay, I wanted to know.
So they gotta check every.
I would hate if they had.
But for the ones that do, work, shout out to y'all.
Like Daredevil, he was a whole lawyer.
Yeah, that was a shit.
He went to work every day. He's seen in the red.
How did he even read the book, bro? How do you
think this is? Yeah, I see the vibrations. Like every time he hits something, like the sound would vibrate. It would create an image.
You know how many words is in the law?
Oh no, they have braille books.
Yeah,
like where you touch and you read.
He studied that.
They have that everywhere now. Yeah. Like if you ever go to a hospital or a school,
no,
like
but
where
I'm saying, you know how much work that is? I don't think he.
I mean,
is there a blind lawyer? That's a good
blind lawyer.
It probably is. It probably is at least one.
At least.
But for them, that's regular. For them, reading like a book in braille is like us reading a book regularly.
Yeah, I got that.
Most time when you get those big textbooks in school, you only do like 6 or 7 chapters for the semester. The rest it just goes in the corner after that, or you sell it.
I mean,
$150 for
there is one benefit about being blind. Like less you can get manipulated. Cause like with your eyes,
be fooled by sight.
Yeah.
Well, that's not. It's up and down.
Cause it's like if you're blind, a lot of the things people see with sight that causes hate, they don't see that because like they're blind.
Yeah, that's true. That's actually a very good point.
It is, bro.
It's hard to be jealous if you don't really see what's somebody.
Yeah, it's like they don't see color.
Mm-hmm.
They just hear people.
Maybe we all should learn from them.
But you could be a blind racist, I think.
What? You could be a blind racist.
Be a blind racist is just.
That's just like, damn, you got no eyes and you still racist.
Well, do you even know a complexion? Oh no, you sound like one.
I remember I used to work at this office and I used to call people, and I remember one day this lady was like, "What color are you? Do you sound like a black guy?" I was like, "Wow, thanks."
Excuse me, ma'am. No, I'm not. That's none of your concern.
Yeah. But I think we know, like, when we speak to someone that's like a certain.
It's a vibe.
Like, you can tell.
Yeah, you can see it. Vibes don't lie though.
Vibes is the realest language on the planet.
Yeah,
me, man.
For real, like
you can feel it.
Not lie. If the vibe tell you something, 9 out of 10 the vibe.
I done asked a couple people just because of the vibe, like, where you from, or like you just know, just for conversation.
Like some people you might meet
when they be preaching the real word, you know, you could tell the vibe right there.
It's like you meet somebody and like y'all never was cool before, but it's like the vibe is like it just clicked. Girlfriend?
Y'all speak the same language.
Yeah. Like sometimes that's why they say it's like just because you're with somebody for like 2, 3, 4, 5 years, that don't mean that the person that only knew you for like 5.
That's facts. There's people that knows I never talk to.
Yeah. Like, you can meet the person for 5 days and they can treat you way better than the person that was here for like 5 years. Like time don't really mean nothing. It's all about the vibe, the connection.
You know, how it goes from there.
Yeah, bro. Like them years don't mean nothing.
So any more topics? Or what's up?
What do y'all think about the whole Prince Harry and Meghan Markle situation? A lot of people feel like it's the girl that's pulling him away from his family, but he said that he got to protect his family. That's why he's leaving the royal family, and they're gonna go live in Canada, I think.
Yeah, they want to live the Hollywood life.
Yeah,
that's what they want to do.
I mean, I think it's more of his wife. I don't think it's him, but it's like, I mean, you know how we go today. It's like
I still think he gotta, or if it's his wife, he gotta steer the ship if he feels it's wrong.
But it seems like he didn't want to be part of the royal family anymore.
You don't, cause some people is like, you don't want to live. That doesn't mean like you want to live the life that your parents give you. Sometimes people is just generally wild.
That's actually one of the scary things to me. Having a kid of my own is kind of like, I don't want them to grow up. You know, I feel like every kid has to have their own, you know, comeback story or accomplishment story, whatever. So
yeah, maybe he just want to accomplish things in his own way. It's just like, I don't want to be like, oh.
I don't want everything to be handed to me, you know?
Yeah, because I mean, maybe it's that way for him.
Yeah, because they don't really work. They get a royal salary, they get housing and everything.
A royal salary.
Yeah, so it's like, you don't have
one day we're going to talk like that. We're going to pass out royal salaries.
But shit, look at it.
Yeah, because they got a salary for clothes, a salary for just money in their pocket, and then they own a bunch of real estate, so they don't got to pay for housing.
That's how many incomes right there?
They own palaces.
They got more incomes.
Like, I ain't about to cop a crib, I own the palace. Like, they get handed palaces.
We're going to have one for our people, man.
They come to America, they like, oh.
Or they get cottages, but really their cottages are big mansions, so they call them cottages.
But I mean, look, I feel like he probably just want to have his own image or his own legacy. Because, I mean, when you come from a family that got everything, not all your kids is going to be like, all right, I'm going to just lay back. Some kids just want to explore the world for themselves, make their own money. Because, I mean, they do tell you, like, the people that know how to survive the most is the one that came from nothing. So, like, if you get handed everything, that's not a good thing. Because if the world was to end today, or like a disaster was to happen, you wouldn't know how to survive.
You haven't practiced, you know.
Exactly. So you don't know, like, damn, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. You're basically getting everything handed to you, and you know what they tell you about it. Everything get handed to you.
That's too easy, man.
Things that get handed to you isn't always good.
They can always be taken away from you.
Yup. They give you some of the pie.
Well, a lot of people saying that. A lot of people were saying that, like, they blaming the girl for everything, like his wife. Like, they saying that she's the one that's separating the family. She's the one that's putting all these ideas in his head.
I don't think his wife could separate the family. No.
He has to have a say.
So I'm like, damn, that thing ton up.
She could try to break up the family, but trust me, that's not happening.
But that's the media job, you know, spice up stories, drive a little crazy drama wedge between the families.
She's the pum pum ton up like that.
You can't even see him the time.
I don't want to be a part of the royal family.
I don't want to be a prince no more.
I'm going to Hollywood, like, you downgraded, bro. You lived in how many square units, bro?
I'm sure he gonna get something nice, you know.
Bro.
He definitely gonna go up to the parents and be like, you gonna make me go to
his
an apartment building?
His closet alone is bigger than your whole crib.
But at the same time, he's rich, so he doesn't have a hard time.
I don't think he's rich. I think he's wealthy, though.
Yeah. They have generational wealth.
Yeah.
I mean, all they gotta do is wait till their grandmother died, the queen, and then they cash out.
Yep. I mean, they're already cashing out right now.
Yeah. He laughing. They cashed out one day that day. Mom's died, Princess Diana. They each got a couple million.
And this is the real word.
I mean, but the queen alone, like,
straight facts.
how much did she get everything? Like, she get at least, like, I forgot exactly by how much, but
She got money, bro.
yeah, she get millions per day just from America alone.
That I don't know for sure.
That's another reason why I think the coronavirus happened. I think we got a lot of financial issues they need to solve out.
Well, they gotta hide.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they saying that the stock market crashed like crazy.
Yeah.
And they said if you got $1,000 right now, if you properly invested it, you could flip it to 10,000. I heard somebody else say that Elon Musk said that he had a couple billion set away just to wait till the market crashed so he could buy stocks for cheap. When it comes back up, he could be rich again. I mean, even richer.
I was gonna say, he can't be rich again. He's still rich.
Yeah.
I mean, but Wow.
But places like Amazon is gonna make money because they sending everything to people's cribs, and people don't want to leave their crib. They on Amazon spending bread. You know?
Online stores are booming, gonna be booming, man.
Yeah, Uber Eats, all of that.
Anything online is gonna be booming.
It's like a way to make people stop going out and just stay in and let everything come to them.
Yeah.
It's like no more social interact.
They want people to be less social.
Everyone's gonna be watching.
But at the end of the day, like
TV.
with the internet, you're also gonna be social.
But then it's controlled media, it's not gonna be your own eyes seeing things anymore.
It's not the same as you come and see it in person.
Yeah.
Person, face-to-face interaction is always better than internet.
Walking around the streets is better because you get to see the world for yourself, instead of through the TV screen and where they control it, especially when they control it, because a lot of our prejudged, thoughts of people came from TV because of what, how they acted in TV.
Yeah. Prejudice.
You could go to TV and library.
But then they said that the easiest thing to do is when people on TV saying all these things, the best thing to do is go outside to see the temperature of the people.
Yeah.
See how everybody's reacting. You see, there was a corona, it's an epidemic, it's a pandemic, blah, blah, stay inside. Everybody was minding business, not giving a damn. Partying, going to restaurants, going to the movies. You're like, you know what, we shut all that down.
That's what they did, because like a lot of people were still coming outside.
I never even thought about it. They pretty much forced us, like, y'all gonna believe in this.
Like we shut down schools, we shut down private schools, we shut down charter schools, now we shut down public schools.
They shut down the bars, they said, well, our favorite spot no more.
Y'all not gonna go party while we gonna do this.
No, y'all gonna sit here and watch the news.
Exactly.
Now y'all gonna have to take this serious.
And the weirdest part is, during the census, that only comes around every, 5-10 years, they had dropped the coronavirus. So how you gonna count the population if everyone's inside, no one's trying to let people in their house and no one's going outside? So how you gonna count these people to give them funding?
Yeah, critical thinking. How do you get all these numbers if everybody's inside? But people don't think about it.
People not trying to let people from outside come, especially if you don't know this person.
Yeah, you not letting
like, you might got the corona, don't come in here.
You gotta count how many people is in the household.
Like now people want to take care of themselves.
Better be in a hazmat suit.
Yeah. So a cop came by because he seen me on the side of the road. He said, hey, what's up? How's everything going? I'm officers and wait, I forgot. and I'm like, he's like, yeah, because yeah. I'm like,
want to catch corona?
I'm like, yo, like that just gave people who don't want to give people dab an excuse not to give people dab. You feel me?
I don't think he would have ever went for a dab if he didn't have the option to do this. I'm thinking about it. Cops give dabs to people.
But like everybody would give it dabs.
Exactly. If people your mans, you give your mans a dab, bro. But if it's someone that you don't really deal with, it's that corona, bro.
I'm like, whoa. We can wave now, but no touching.
And my hand sanitizer.
Like, feet that too. Like,
yeah. I'll text you how. But I ain't gonna shake your hands though.
Well, like this thing, man, is gonna expose a lot of people. I feel like they expose church people the quickest because the whole thing was we got faith, we love God, this and that, blah blah. Oh my God, what's going on?
Where were you?
But I mean, see what they said. The people have exposed the quickest is the church.
Jesus exposed the church quick.
And you're supposed to be the strongest.
Yeah. That's why you say. That's why I think when I said what I said, so much people got offended. When Jesus was literally about to die, he told Peter, the same Peter who said, I'm going to build the church upon you, to stay fast in prayer.
Yeah.
He said fasting and prayer, which means abstain from everything and just straight pray. Yeah. He went back to Peter the first time. Peter was still sleeping. He said, Peter, you got to stay in prayer. For the spirit is willing. Like, we all want to be religious. We all want to get into heaven. We all want to believe in God. We all want to be saved. But the flesh is weak. Us as humans, we want to fornicate. We want to drink. We want to smoke. We want to hang out. We want to do whatever we want to do. But at the same time, we still want to be saved at the end of the day.
It don't work.
But here's Peter sleeping. And by the time Peter woke up, Jesus was like, yo, it's already over.
Yeah. It's like a great example.
You missed your chance, so you missed the chance.
You can't be on both sides. It's like when you get married, they tell you Do you take the bride as your wife? Yes or no? There's no in betweens.
Through sickness and health, rich and poor.
Yeah. But people always want to be in the middle. There is no middle, bro.
That's why sometimes some people marry a rich person when they get broke. Like, I can't be with you no more. And someone, get handicapped or something. I can't do this anymore.
Like, wow.
You know? And the perfect example about Peter is later on in another book, I think in the book of Mark, when Peter finally does wake up and the people come to get Jesus, he cuts one of the people's ears off. And Jesus was telling him the whole entire time, this has to be done. We can't resort to violence. So after Peter cut the guy's ear off, Jesus heals the guy back up, the same people that's coming to arrest him.
Yeah.
And he's showing him this is not a physical war. It was never physical. It was always spiritual. And even this week, we was reading Daniel chapter 10 in the book of Daniel. Daniel's 90 years old, and he's fasting and praying for 3 weeks straight before God can even answer his prayer. And they refer to Ephesians 6, verse 11, 12. Same thing I got tatted almost 10 years ago. And it's still relevant till today. Yep. And it was written centuries ago during the Roman. It said, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual wickedness, false principalities in high places. What's the false principalities right now? The government, right? The CDC, the one that's giving you all these things, right? Yep. And they doing what? They installing principalities on you. Yep. What? Curfew, cancellations, and the media, right?
But people don't got the time to pick up their Bible.
And we not wrestling against flesh and blood. Ain't nobody slapping you. Ain't nobody punching you. But they controlling you. Exactly. Your kid can't go to school. You can't go to work. You can't go to restaurant. You can't go to parties.
Simple,
you can't go to bar. Keep your butt in the crib.
Simple like that.
And if we want to do anything outside, we can do it because everybody's inside.
Yeah.
Locked down in a way.
Exactly.
All right.
Like people always want truth, but it's not hard to find the truth. Yeah. You pick up the Bible, but people don't want the Bible truth.
And the people be right in front of you.
I like that though. The whole it's not a flesh battle, it's a spiritual and mental.
It was always spiritual, bro.
There's only one being. God and the devil. It's not even among people.
Even the physical body. The physical body dies, but the spirit don't ever die.
Never.
The spirit is something given from God. Because remember, we was only dirt until God gave us the spirit, and then we got